The fundamental problem of international trade is physical distance. For importers, geographical distance creates operational opacity, and that opacity creates massive financial risk. Here at HustleGrower.com, our objective is to systematically index, deconstruct, and reveal high-leverage side hustles to our audience. Today, we are analyzing a highly specific operational model, the Asia Product Sourcing Consultancy. The core function of this business is managing manufacturers across Asian markets on behalf of brands. You step in when a company wants to build a product but lacks the localized network to do it safely. This operation bypasses simple email introductions entirely. The consultant directly monetizes the mitigation of international supply chain risk. We will break down the foundational operational mechanics of this playbook so you can conduct further independent research. Before we examine the execution, we have to clear the mandatory disclaimers. Nothing presented in this breakdown constitutes financial, legal, tax, or investment advice. You alone assume all responsibility for evaluating risks before making decisions. The earning potential in this sector can reach up to $25K a month. Surviving long enough to see that revenue requires a rigorous understanding of the B2B blueprint before any capital is deployed. A consultant's primary task is translation. You take vague client requirements like target costs, material specs, and lead times, and convert them into highly disciplined manufacturing criteria. This requires defining an acceptable quality limit, or AQL. This is the core industry standard used to mathematically measure defect rates and enforce your manufacturing criteria across borders. Typical daily deliverables involve managing RFQs, requests for quote, providing strict documentation guidance for packaging, and coordinating on-site factory audits. The defining line between success and failure is structural. Failing operators act as informal middlemen. Successful consultants are systems architects. At the top of the funnel, you strictly verify the business and audit factory capabilities. At the bottom, you validate samples and tightly control production. The informal middleman operates without this structure. They overpromise on lead times, skip essential compliance checks, and fail to put expectations in writing, which guarantees expensive mistakes. Clients pay high retainers to secure a predictable outcome. They are purchasing a repeatable sourcing playbook that aggressively reduces their risk. Building this infrastructure starts with step 1, picking one or two specific product niches, like consumer electronics or home goods, and defining clear, tiered service packages. Step 2 is engineering rigorous standard operating procedures. You must build verification checklists to screen for red flags during your initial supplier research. Step 3 is setting up your digital tooling. You need a CRM to track supplier leads and standardized RFQ templates to ensure every factory gets identical information. Step 4 is the initial sourcing phase. You will compile between 30 and 80 suppliers via trade directories and fairs to build a single competitive shortlist. To acquire clients, you pitch a paid sourcing feasibility sprint. This is a low-cost 1 to 2 week project to validate target costs and minimum order quantities before committing to a full engagement. Once the sprint succeeds, you operationalize the production phase by implementing pre-production checklists and mapping out the shipment documentation handoffs to your freight partners. Strictly adhering to this roadmap converts unpredictable gig work into a stable, scalable business built entirely on ongoing vendor management retainers. If you are extracting value from this playbook, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more operational side hustle breakdowns. Looking at the startup economics, the initial financial costs are low. The true cost is the massive time investment required to build robust documentation templates. Operating costs only scale up significantly when travel or third-party lab testing is required, expenses that are typically billed straight back to the client. The most critical success tip in this space is writing hyper-specific product specifications before ever requesting a quote. Vague requirements create supplier misquotes and downstream disputes. This leads to the ironclad rule of quality control. Always separate the sampling phase from mass production. You must validate a golden sample, a flawless physical prototype, and lock it down with strict version control before the factory lines start running. Long-term profitability relies entirely on front-loading this operational rigor. You have to prevent misunderstandings before capital is deployed. To enforce that rigor, you utilize independent third-party factory audits and inspections. This is how you prevent disasters like bait-and-switch materials. Historically, manufacturing environments could be dense and unregulated, demanding intense physical oversight to maintain quality standards. On a modern assembly line, the sheer speed of production means that if QA protocols aren't enforced directly at the source, defects will multiply rapidly. Your primary financial defense strategy is simple. Never release full prepayment to a factory. Staged payments must be directly tied to past third-party inspection milestones. You build transparent vendor scorecards to meticulously track on-time delivery, defect rates, and responsiveness over time. Managing financial leverage through those staged payments, combined with independent audits, serves as the ultimate fail-safe for a consultant's reputation. Let's ground this with the actual time commitment. Expect 8 to 15 hours per week in the first 2 weeks just to build your supplier database, RFQs, and internal templates. During the scaling effort in weeks 3 through 6, that jumps to 10 to 25 hours per week, heavily focused on normalizing quotes and maintaining client communication. In the stabilization phase, a solo consultant with tight SOPs can typically manage 2 to 6 active clients while working 15 to 30 hours a week. This brings us to the reality check. The glamorous pitch sounds like easy remote work connecting buyers to factories. The actual day-to-day work centers on high-friction project management. You will manage a tedious cycle of constant follow-ups, navigate language barriers, and push clients for timely approvals. Then there is the stress of crisis management. When shipments are late, customs paperwork goes missing, or quality drifts, you handle the fallout. The work is an exercise in high-stakes project management, operating across global fault lines. Despite the friction, the scale of the global trade network presents a massive financial opportunity for those who can navigate it. Sourcing consultants engineer trust and predictability out of an inherently chaotic global system. To master this exact blueprint, join the community of operators at HustleGrower.com. For your first operational step, leave a comment below identifying the specific product niche you plan to source. We'll see you in the next breakdown.